Today, we are rolling with the big dogs of whiskey. And the biggest dog that I know of that, like, everybody talks about is Jack Daniels. Like, everybody. There's not one single person out there, I don't think, that doesn't know about Jack Daniels. Do you know anybody, baby?
I don't like whiskey, so...
But you know it's there.
Well, yeah, because their commercials are everywhere.
So today we are trying the
Jack... And they have that barbecue sauce.
They have a good barbecue sauce. Anyways, today we are trying the Jack Daniels Single Select Whiskey. Now, this qualifies as a bourbon, but they use a separate step that kind of makes it a whiskey. They maple charcoal filter it at the end. Do I got a booger on my nose or something? You just keep staring at me like I'm weird.
It's because you are weird.
Now, this runs in at 47% alcohol by volume, and it's single barrel, which it's unique to this. Now, you can purchase a whole barrel from Jack Daniels for about 10 grand, and it fills 150 to 200 750 milliliter bottles of liquor. And then you could have your own single select. But this one here was around $50. So we are trying this today, and we are trying the classic version, the generic Jack Daniels. So we will have them both. And I want to try them both side by side just to get the comparison to what the mix and the single barrel is like. What do you think? Now, she's got no words. This is 80% corn, 12% barley, and 8% rye in this little magic bottle. And the barrels, before they put the good whiskey in, they mature them, just the barrels, they put 140 proof whiskey in them to get them all lathered up and ready to go for the good stuff. Fun fact.
Okay.
All right, let's crack it open and see what we got. I like Jack Daniels.
Does that have a sticker on it that has the barrel number?
It does. It's got. I can't. It's so tiny on this one. I can't read it. That's the only problem.
No, because I know a lot of the other ones, and it was handwritten on the bottle. So
Well,
I'm just wondering.
these aren't handwritten. This is just giving me all kinds of headache. But it does have. It's got the day it was bottled. It's got the cast. It's got, I mean, everything on the top. Usually it's big enough to see, but this, they got it so small, I don't even think you can see it. Quality cork.
Well, that bottle is a lot prettier than the other bottle.
They are. They all have their unique. I mean, you look at the bottle, you know it's Jack Daniels. It just is.
Okay.
All right. First glance, it's a lighter whiskey. It's not like a really dark amber. It's like a tannish amber color. Oh, but it's got that unique Jack Daniels smell. Like you smell it, you know it's Jack Daniels. Now, it doesn't smell hot. 47% is pretty hot for a whiskey, and it's one of the more timid single barrels we've tried lately. So, it's not that... It's probably more drinkable.
Yeah, but the other ones that you tried were really drinkable, even though they were high.
Now, I forgot which one we tried last week.
I think it was the Wild Turkey.
No. Last week was the Maker's Mark, and even though that was kicking in alcohol, it was very drinkable.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can taste the heat on this one. Very peppery, very woodsy. And I get like a cherry. Ooh, this is hot. This is hot going down all the way. And almost like a peanut flavor.
That's weird.
Very different. Now, I've never had this one before. It's just been up there in my little garbage collection of everything. Top shelf. Very hot, very peppery. All the spices really come out like right up front. And really hot. You get all the oak flavors, or smells, and flavors. A little bit of smokiness to it, but not a lot. And I'm not getting any vanilla at all.
It's making you do that face.
It's very hot.
So it's not as smooth.
It's not as smooth. Now, I want to try its retarded brother.
No.
Now this is just the total basic generic version of the Jack Daniels. Wow, that's for 47%. Yeah, it's a little hot, but it's more hot than a lot of the ones I got with that percentage in it. Now this one just smells smoother. And this one's at 40%. And, you know, it's from Lexington or
Lexington?
Is it Lexington? Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Oh.
That's Kentucky we were thinking.
I know, I was thinking of Kentucky.
This is Tennessee whiskey. A lot more mild. You almost get, like this one will have more of a cherry flavor. This one has more like a banana flavor to it, and I don't know why. It's got that like fresh banana punch to it. Let's add some water to this. Oh.
You mean ice?
Ice. Well, ice will add water, and I got this big old square. We're making our own funky ice cubes now.
I'm just really surprised because all the other ones have been really, really smooth and just so
The Wild Turkey was the hottest out of them.
But it was still very smooth.
But once you added the water to it, it was very drinkable. Yeah. Same here. It's very spicy though. A lot of spices in this. You almost don't get the vanilla, but you get a little bit with the ice. I hate to say it because it's Jack Daniels, but I like the other ones better. This is like the icon of all whiskeys.
But that's just because they have all those commercials.
But for $50, I'm not a fan.
It seems really expensive for it to not.
Now they age this between 4 and 7 years. They age this 2 to 4 years. And I almost prefer the blended one more than the single barrel. It's really peppery. Got a lot of spices going on. Yeah. But now the typical Jack, just without ice or anything, it's got that flavor I like. So, yeah, it's a single barrel. It hasn't been blended. It's pretty unique for this bottle. There's only the max 200 like this, but it's okay. It's not one that I would go out and buy again for $50. They got the Angel's Envy out there. They got the Buffalo Trace. If I'm going to pay that kind of money, this is not the best winner. Which is funny because it's Jack Daniels. Come on, it should be the best. But not really a fan of a single barrel. For my taste.
Well, when I saw you make the face, I knew that it was like too much money for what it was.
It was. I mean, we have it for our collection. It's got its own unique flavor, but it's kind of not to my taste. It doesn't have the really fruity flavors and the vanillas, and I mean the peppery. It's super strong in this one.
It's just really weird to me how the cheaper everyday variety.
The cheaper everyday variety, I would pick over this one.
Yeah, that's what's weird to me because.
Yeah.
Like normally the
like
more
$15
expensive is
to
so
$50.
much better. That's all.
So, I mean, yes, it's in the fancier bottle. Yes, it's only unique to here, but the typical generic Jack, this rhymes really good with that. The generic Jack. God. Jack Daniels retarded brother, but it's better. Which that's you know, but it is the big dogs of whiskey, and they are a very big dog of whiskey. And the funny part about the Jack Daniels is you can't even drink it at the Jack Daniels plant.
Well, no, because it's in a dry county.
So even if you went there, you can't even taste the whiskey.
No, because you're in a dry county.
If I'm going there, I'm drinking something. So, my take on that, I think it's overpriced for what it is. It's different than I would think it should be. The blended generic Jack is better than the single barrel select.
In your opinion.
In my opinion. So, I know everybody can get all upset and bent out of shape, but a little bit of Coke. This is just my favorite, Jack and Coke. I mean, you can't have, if there was no Jack, there'd be no Jack and Coke.
That's true. No, the name of the drink is a Jack and Coke, so you know that it came from Jack Daniels.
That's like one of my favorite drinks.
What if you mixed it with that Jack Daniels, a single barrel? Or is that just too outrageous?
Well, let's try it out. I mean...
Well, I was thinking you could use the glass that you already have.
Since, I mean, this wouldn't be like an everyday sipper for me, because it just doesn't have what I enjoy in it. It's good, but not in my taste. I mean, I like different flavors in the Jack.
It just sounds like the more expensive one is rougher than the...
It is. It's a rougher version of the generic.
Which is really weird.
Even with the Coke, you still, I mean, it's highly peppered, highly spiced. You can taste it through just a little bit of Coke. You can taste it through the ice. The ice helps, but it's not a very smooth drinker. And yes, everybody's going to be all pissed off because I use Coke in my whiskey. But
Well, it's really bugging you that it's not a smooth drinker. Like
no,
that.
it does bug me.
The look of disappointment on your face.
I was thinking it was going to be the hot shit of all.
It's like you came home and the kids burned down the house.
It almost feels like that, you know?
That look on your face, like, what the F?
So, my take on it, I mean, it's good, but I was expecting more. I was expecting better. Did you want to try it?
No, because I don't like whiskey, and I definitely don't want to try it now.
Yeah, because I need to try the Angel Envy but I've heard that it's like 100 times better than the Jack for the same price. All right. Anyways, that's what we got for our Friday. Like, share, and subscribe. And I think we're gonna do some Canadian whiskey next for the big dogs.
Oh, you're gonna do the
Crown Royal
bourbon mash?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I mean, Crown Royal is a big dog in the whiskey business, so we will be trying that next Friday. That's what I got. That's all I got. I don't know what to say.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, thanks, guys.